What might happen to Hello Games and No Man's Sky if the Advertising Standards Authority, better known as the ASA, finds them guilty of violating the marketing code in the UK? Let's give that some thought. What is going on, you beautiful thought-having people, you? Give it thought back here today for another No Man's Sky discussion video. And I wanted to make this video because I think many people, especially here in the US, have no idea how the ASA works or what consequences they may place on Hello Games and No Man's Sky. But the extremely friendly and British guys over at Digital Pinnacle, who run one of the most underrated YouTube channels on the site, mentioned that if Hello Games doesn't comply with the ruling of the ASA, which resides in their native country, they could face some consequences if things get too out of hand. This gave me the idea to research a similar case so that we know what Hello Games could be looking at with these accusations. So without further ado, let's jump right into today's video. So starting off, let's look at what the ASA has the power to do. Their own description reads, "Our primary sanction is to have advertisements that we judge to be in breach of the codes withdrawn and prevent them from appearing again. In the vast majority of cases, advertisers agree to withdraw their ads following an upheld ASA ruling. So they can remove ads basically. And further, the ASA is a non-statutory body, so we do not have the power to fine or take advertisers to court. So that last part should be understood by people that this is not a lawsuit, and only a regulatory measure. But if Hello Games does not comply, which they probably will, they'd be stupid not to, but if they don't, sanctions will be enacted by the CAP, or Committee of Advertising Practice, which will definitely hurt their business. An example of these sanctions may include the CAP asking internet search websites to remove your paid-for in-search advertisements that link to pages on your websites that host non-compliant marketing communications. And in more extreme cases, the CAP will launch an AdWords campaign against your business to warn consumers about your services/products when they search for them on the internet. So that's what happens when you don't comply. I mentioned that I would try and find a similar case to this one, and that is the ruling against a gambling site called Cosmo Gaming. Apparently they tweeted an ad that said money back if you lose, so obviously that could not be the case with a gambling website, and someone filed a complaint. The ASA found them guilty of misleading consumers and the advertisement was taken down and the company was never to show it again. That's it. And that's what happens with most cases. Sorry if that's not super similar to the No Man's Sky case, it was just the closest to a gaming case I could find. Now I ask the question again. What will happen if the ASA upholds a guilty ruling on Hello Games? Well, nothing really. As long as they comply, then all that will happen is that the online ads that feature content that was not in the final game, like this one, will be removed. And because the filing is only for online ads, that is the only area that will be affected. This includes their PSN store ads and the Steam store, which is where all of this stemmed from in the first place. If they do not comply, nothing really happens either. They could get their names put onto a list and have their reputation tarnished, but no legal action will be taken unless they just go out of their way to defy this hypothetical ruling. In the end, I don't really know how I feel about this. It is good in a way because Hello Games will be shown that misleading advertising is not tolerated, especially with gamers. Say what you want to about us, but we are an eagle-eyed and determined bunch, and you can be sure if there is a complaint to be made, it will happen. Hopefully Hello Games will learn their lesson from this and make some kind of statement about it. But as always, I want to talk about this with everyone. Do you think Hello Games will comply with the ASA, or do you see them defying authority and keeping their ads up? Negative public perception never stopped them before, so I guess it is possible they don't comply. But let's talk all about it down in the comments. And I think that's the end of today's video. If you enjoyed this video, you know what you have to do. Hit that like button for me. And if you're new here, why not subscribe? It'll put you first in line for all the upcoming No Man's Sky news. And I hope I proved that statement yesterday with my double upload, because just as soon as I saw the news about No Man's Sky being investigated, I rushed home and put up that video. But if you did miss that video, why not check it out? It's a bit rushed, but I think there is valuable information in there all the same. But I think that's it for me today. Thank you so much for watching, and remember, give thought to everything.